many long-standing partnerships that help support our military community. It's important to us. We say thank you to everyone who served the armed forces here in America, on the ground, and of course, across the entire world. You can join the NFL and salute to service by visiting NFL.com/salute. Let's throw it over to Will Selva and that big fancy screen he's got, that new setup he's got. Will, you're feeling yourself. Take it away.
All right, thank you, Kate. Guys, yeah, getting used to this monitor. I hope you guys are getting used to it, because I know there's mixed reviews on set. But either way, you guys are numero uno forever. Boom, boom. All right, well, we have seen around the NFL, and we were reminded last night about the rash of injuries happening throughout the NFL. Nick Foles, we saw, Teddy Bridgewater, Drew Brees, a lot of injuries on the quarterback front. Well, for Dallas, they actually received some positive news in regards to Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton clearing the concussion and reserve COVID-19 protocols and was a full participant in practice yesterday. Head coach Mike McCarthy saying Dalton looked good, but stopped short of naming him the starter for Sunday's game against the Vikings just yet. Well, more news out of the NFC East. The Eagles coming off the Week 10 loss to the Giants, and Philly fans placing much of the team's struggles on head coach Doug Peterson and his coaching staff. In his weekly interview on WIP Radio, Peterson voices frustrations as well.
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off at myself. I'm pissed off at the way we played. And it's just, it frustrates me. It frustrates me to no end. And you know, we have too much pride, and I have too much pride. These players have too much pride. We work our off during the week, and you know, it's frustrating. It is frustrating, and you know, blame it on me all you want. I mean, I'll handle it with the players. You can blame it on me. I'm a big guy. I can handle it. That's fine. But this is. We're self-inflicting ourselves. We are killing ourselves. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. All those cliche little, you know, statements is still showing up, and it's frustrating.
It certainly is, and Peterson not holding back. Now the silver lining for the Eagles is that they are in first place, but if you were on Twitter, Kay, you saw a lot of people were saying, why can't the Eagles defend the zone read? I mean, they were taking a lot of heat for that, too. So Peterson owning up to it, Kay.
I like hearing from him like that. Thank you, Frank. Reich was just on our show. Blake Shelton coming up. Selva, thank you so much. One of my biggest question marks of the season is, what are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Up and down. They lose to the Jets and they beat the Ravens. What's going on here? They came out in prime time and really showed us something on Sunday night in Foxborough in a Tempest? What did you call it?
Tempest. I'm going with Tempest.
Sure. With more on how they did it, here's our very own Mike Giardi.
The Patriots' run defense this year has been abominable. 27th by the stats against the run this year, and the DVOA lower than that. That's not how Bill Belichick wants to play ball. He wants to be able to control the line of scrimmage. How are they going to do it against the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday night in some nasty weather? By putting out all their best athletes. Speed, 6 and 7 defensive backs at most times, with the key players, safeties turned hybrid linebackers, and Adrian Phillips on one side and Kyle Duggar, their second-round pick this year, on the other. Duggar, a career-high 12 tackles. Not bad for a Division II kid out of Lenore-Rhine. And Phillips has been the Patriots' toughest defender all year long, clearly giving up size and strength, but battling and holding his own on the interior. They funneled those runs in the middle, and aside from Lamar Jackson, the Ravens averaged 3.8 yards per rush. A job well done by the Patriots, and they are now back in the AFC playoff mix.
Thank you so much. You know I love Lenore-Rhine. Go Bears, baby. Are they back in the playoff mix, guys? They're 4-5. They have some bite, I guess, against the Ravens. But, Schrags, there's like 6 teams that are 6-3 ahead of them. This playoff picture is not easy.
AFC's loaded, right? And if you're a Patriots fan, you're like, all right, I want to get excited, but I understand we're 4-5. And yet, Sunday night was the real deal. You mentioned Kyle Duggar, Lenore-Rhine, but, I mean, Chase Winovich was all over the field. Josh Uche was all over the field. They're getting stuff from their young defense, and I loved Cam Newton's quote after the game. He said, listen, everything that Coach Belichick goes throughout the week, it tends to come up. I'm beginning to think he has a Staples Easy button or a Buffalo Wild Wings button or just a straight direct line to the football gods because he's a football whisperer when it comes to anticipating what the game's going to be like. This guy, he knows. He knows it's going to happen. So at 4-5, it's possible because this guy has an edge in the coaching game over all those guys you already mentioned who he's been coaching against for the next 2 weeks.
We live in a world where for the last 20 years, the most terrifying words in our industry were, I'm out on the Patriots. I'm giving up on. Don't say that. It looks stupid. People's reputations have been ruined by saying it. The world is different now. I'm out on the Patriots. Oh. I don't think they're making it.
Even with that win?
Yeah, it was a really good win and a weird night. They're 4-5. It's sort of the same thing we started the show saying about the Vikings. Like, the math is really not in their favor. Cam looks cool, Belichick, everything. They probably got to win 6 out of 7 to finish this thing. I mean, really, maybe 5 out of 7. They got the Rams, they got the Cards, they got the Bills. I just don't see it. I don't think they're that good of a team. It was a good win, but to go 6 out of 7 with no Tom Brady, like, it feels strange to come out of my mouth, Nate. I know it gives you the shakes. I'm out on the Patriots. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I don't.
With the close games that they lost, I mean, they could easily be sitting here saying to themselves, man, we could be 6-3, just like these others. We saw them lose close games that they should have won. But forget about that. From the player's perspective, if I'm a Patriots sitting in that locker room, Patriots player sitting in that locker room, it's not about us being mathematically out of it. It's that we're still mathematically in it. And they have one of the best coaches of all time. Yeah. And on top of that, they're pulling out plays like this. I mean, the Jacoby Myers play was incredible. This is why I'm not going to count him out. You have Bill Belichick that's willing in the second quarter to pull this out. This isn't late in the fourth quarter. We'll save this till December. They have a bunch of these in their toolbox.
Can they win 6 of 7? They need to be about 10-6 to make it.
Yeah, we've seen it happen before. And if they're pulling out plays like this in the second quarter, and I guarantee they had a few more. If they needed them, they would have called it. I'm not going to count this team out.
Love it. Bizarre Stephon Gilmore situation. He keeps missing games. We don't know what's going on with that. I love that's a huge riddle for me.
Yeah. Guess what? They win without him. J.C. Jackson might be even better this year. So,
they pulled it together.
Out there.
Love it. Okay, we got to get out of here. So
all right.
Get out of here. But these, listen, it's been up and down. The world is kind of like the Patriots season so far. They're unprecedented times, and they've led to innovative ways to honor the game and those who we love that play it.